Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by having too much to do? Do you ever feel like you don't have enough time? Are you afraid of wasting time? Hi, I'm Krista Cloutier from The Working Artist. I don't know about you, but I often wish that I had a different relationship with time. Because the longer I live, the more I understand that each moment we have is a gift. Time is a currency, like money is a currency. Time is a currency too, and we are so lucky to be able to choose how we spend our time, because there are a lot of people who don't have that choice. Yet instead of blessing it, we curse time. We're insatiable. We always want more. We never feel like we have enough time. This hunger for time stresses me out, and I'll bet you get stressed about time too. I know I'm not alone in this. We are all suffering from time deficiency syndrome. But the muse is allergic to stress. And as an artist, I've noticed that when I feel stressed out, my connection to my creativity and my confidence shuts down. And an artist without creativity and confidence is an artist in trouble. So I'm learning that taking the time to manage our stress is part of every artist's creative practice. You've got to put the tools in place to overcome overwhelm. You've got to have your priorities straight. Someone once said, when life is going too fast, put in speed bumps, slow it down. I always recommend the best place to start is to organize your workspace. Go through your piles, your lists, and your notes. Clean your studio, your desk, and your computer. They say that your workspace is a reflection of your brain. Think about that one for a minute. When we get overwhelmed, we need to clear the space to see our way forward. So you've got to organize in order to prioritize. And prioritizing is key in time management. Otherwise, you're just busy with no momentum. You're not solving the problem, but repeating it. I used to run a large studio and art gallery, and I was really busy. I mean, like really busy. When people would say, "Hey, Krista, how's it going?" I would always say, "Really busy," because I was. But I started to get tired of hearing myself say it. Every time I said busy, my teeth would sit on edge. I wasn't in a place where I could change my work or my life, and I loved what I was doing, just not how I was doing it. There was no time for joy. So I took the word busy out of my vocabulary. I was not allowed to say that word for the whole year. By doing this, I was forced to connect in a more authentic and truthful way with others, and I realized that I had been using that word to keep people at a distance. But by simply not using that word to describe my life or myself anymore, I became less stressed out, less, that word. Try this. It works. Stop using the word busy to describe yourself. We're all busy. It's not interesting. Use your other words. Make them more meaningful. You'll notice a change in your energy and your relationships. Truly, it's like magic. Joseph Campbell had this great quote. He said, "People say that what we're seeking is a meaning in life, and I don't think that this is what we're really seeking. I think what we are really seeking is an experience of being alive." I love that quote. Because managing your time is really about owning who you are and experiencing your life. I'm always interested in learning new ways to manage my time and energy, and I'm doing so much better than I used to. But I'm someone who loves to work. I have a lot of responsibilities. I also love to travel. I live out of a suitcase half the time. And I love people. My friends and my family are really important to me. So I struggle with the balance of work and life and art. Raise your hand if you feel it too. It's difficult to know what to prioritize sometimes, and I think that is especially true for artists. It's a challenge to defend our creative time because the rest of the world thinks that our work looks like play. There's also the inability of our culture to measure anything but money to be of value. And if our art doesn't bring in a good profit, it's often dismissed as a waste of time. But you and I both know that these things take time, right? And that the value of art goes far beyond its price tag. This is who you are, and your art is worth the time that you invest in it. But it is difficult for artists to defend this time for ourselves and our work. It's also difficult to find the time to do the things that we don't really want to do. I mean, I love my job, but there's a lot of tasks on my to-do list that are not fun, and I sometimes procrastinate. So, my challenges with time have become a real block to my progress, not only professionally, but creatively, and even personally. And when I approach my days with a sense of overwhelm, all the joy is stripped from my work and my connections. Can you see that in your life too? I realize that having a sense of control over our time really allows us to experience more joy because we can be more present. That's why I'm telling you about a new course being offered by business expert Marie Forleo. You might already be familiar with Marie Forleo. She's the founder of the popular B-School program. I've been following her for years, and I've shared a lot of her information with artists because I find it highly relevant and helpful. The new course that Marie is leading is called Time Genius, and when the doors open, I am going to be the first one to sign up. In the Time Genius program, we'll get a fail-proof system that's flexible to our schedule, our energy and commitments. It's not a cookie-cutter approach. We'll learn how to take back control of our time, our money, and our life. We'll overcome overwhelm and have a much better handle on managing those things that stress us out and keep us from achieving our potential. Time Genius is going to be an experiential workshop. Seriously, it's a live course with recordings available for you to review whenever you want. Marie is going to lead the course, personally coaching us through it. But I don't want to do this alone. So that's why I'm inviting you to take Time Genius with me. If you join through the link that I send, you will gain access to the live Time Genius course with Marie Forleo, with access to the recordings and at no additional charge. As my gift to you, I will meet you for an individual one-on-one session after you finish Time Genius. We can schedule this at your convenience. There's no deadline. Whenever you feel ready for my input on how you're implementing the program to support your art practice. We'll have a whole hour together to look at your time, your energy, and your work. Now, the reason I'm not charging you for this valuable hour of my time is because Marie is paying me for it. She's asked me to be an affiliate of Time Genius, so I receive a commission for everyone who joins with my link. My way to say thank you is to offer you an hour of my time to help you manage yours. Listen, we all agree that time is money, that overwhelm and anxiety can block us from taking meaningful action, that spending our time wisely is the greatest investment in our life. It's time to invest in taking charge of yours. In our culture, we stress the importance of financial management, but we really need to start with time management because money comes and goes. But this moment in time is your time. Don't let it slip away. If you can learn how to master your time more gracefully, everything else in your life, from your relationships to your goals, will flow. So I'm looking forward to working with you in Time Genius with Marie Forleo. After you click the link to join, I'll get in touch and I'll be cheering you on throughout the course. And I'm going to be there on the other side for you too, to support you as you put it all into place. There's no time like now to learn how to manage time gracefully, because if not now, when?